So I whistle and I wiggle my fingers, try to get his attention. Come here, bud. No, I had it and then I lost it. This is his bad side. He's pretty good on his left side, but not so good on his right. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I'm gonna send him off this way. There. So he started to go to his left, and then he thought, no, maybe that's the wrong answer. That's the right answer. So that'll be all I'll do right there. I'll let him just trot around on his own, see if he can find a place to quit. Good boy. You want to come hang out with me? Good boy. There you go. There you go. Good job, Tanner. Good job, Tanner. Good job. Move that hip. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted either. So he hasn't learned the hip moving thing just yet. Oh, talk about look you in the eye. Come here. There you go. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm real happy with this colt. I'm real happy with what I'm getting out of him. You notice he quit chomping that bit. Kind of forgot about it. It's fine. He forgot about the circ single. Good. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do with him in this session is I'm going to rope his hind legs and just see how he handles that pressure. And I've told you all this before. Much of horse training, much of it, is teaching the horse to handle pressure and realize that he can relax and he's not going to die when something scares him. This horse doesn't get very scared. Okay. So I'll let him see this rope. And you can use any kind of rope you want. This lariat rope's 30 feet. Okay. So that bothered him, just the sound of that rope. Lariat ropes kind of have their own sound. Good. Never miss a chance to desensitize your horse to anything and everything. So, you know, you can hear that sound that this lariat makes. That bothered him just a little. Okay, good. All right. Left side's his good side, so we'll start on the left side. If you'll let me. Will you let me? Thank you. Okay. All right. So, if you're a real salty roper, which I'm not, you can just rope this horse's hind leg while he's moving. But if you're not, then you can just kind of drop it right there behind him. And there's half a dozen different ways to do this. And ask him to step into that rope. Just step back here. Take a step back and he'll get that around his hind leg. Okay. So we caught the right legs to the left, which is fine. Oh, until he stepped out of it. He just reminded me of the first Mustang I did, Najoni. I did this with him once. Put the rope behind him, got him to step into it. And after that, he was so smart, he would never step into it again. He would not step back. He did it once. I caught his leg. He said, that's it. I'm never doing that again. And he never did. I had to come up with more creative ways. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so I did this the other day with a lead rope. All right, get that down around his ankle. All right. So I do this with every colt. I don't do everything with every colt. For example, laying a horse down, I won't lay this horse down because he doesn't need it. But most of the things that I do it with every colt. And some of them will pass the test pretty quick, like this one. Others, they won't. Okay? So he's probably never felt that, so he wanted to lope off and see if he could run away from it. Just let him run around here a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting some pretty gentle pressure on that rope and see what happens. Okay. just a little bit. And usually they'll kind of start fighting and kicking just a little. Okay. He's actually not responding at all. There, he slowed down. Good. So if he gives to it even a little, like slowing down, take the pressure off for a minute. Okay, now pull again. He slowed down. Okay, he sped back up. So the ultimate goal here, there's several, is to teach him to give to the pressure around his leg. But even more than that, we're teaching this horse to handle something that's really, really scary. Because getting a hind leg caught, if a horse is out in the wild and they get a hind leg caught, they're probably going to die. Okay, and their instinct tells them that that's a death sentence if you get your hind leg caught in something, or caught by something. So it's a pretty scary thing. From a practical standpoint, if this horse ever got his foot caught in a wire fence or something, which I've had that happen, I've had it happen, then he wouldn't be overly bothered and wouldn't kill himself trying to get out. Once we finish this lesson, that is. Ooh. Okay, so I want him to stop, but I'm not holding this rope tight. I'm letting it slide through my hands. I'm just putting some pressure on it. There. Okay, he stopped and then he took off again. It's all right. Give him time to think about it. Put a little pressure on it again. Letting it slide through my hands, but I'm still keeping pressure. And if he stops, I'll take all the pressure off, which I don't think he's going to yet. But you notice he slowed down to a walk, and then he trotted, and then he's working on it. Good boy. Okay. So right now his brain's thinking in overdrive. He's going to lick a little bit. Put a little pressure on that. I'm not pulling very hard. Maybe 1 pound of pressure. If he gives to it just a little, I'll let go. Good. And I figured this colt would figure it out pretty quickly, and he has. Okay, you know, some horses it takes a lot longer. Their fear level and whatever's just higher, but they all eventually figure it out. There. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Aren't you a superstar, buddy? Good job.